Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. And I want to wish everybody that was born today on June 1st of 2024 and after up to 197 years old. And if you're 197 going on 198, I want you on this podcast because you're a miracle. So happy birthday to all those beautiful babies born this day. Alrighty, now that that's out of the way, we're going to get into the copyright disclaimers and stuff, and then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of our podcast this morning. This morning's subject to start off with is going to be the Glimmer Man and the Men in Black. Okay, just so you all know ahead of time. So grab your coffees or whatever drink you're drinking. If it's spiked, don't let me know because I'll be jealous. And we'll sit down and we'll discuss a lot of things this morning. I have Eric waiting backstage patiently, and we're going to get the show on the road. Copyright disclaimer is this channel may use some copyrighted material without specific authorization of the owner, but contends that it falls under the Fair Use Act, which is the Copyright Act of 1976. Nighthawk High Strangeness podcast channel and all the podcasts on the channel declare fair use of any and all content, that's any and all content, to be used for the sole purpose of informing you, the viewing family, of information for educational purposes and criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and parody, and general knowledge only. Let's not forget the entertainment value, too. Per Title 17, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. All right, that being said, I'm going to take that off of there, and we're going to go over and say good morning to everybody that's here. Morning, Eric.
Good morning, my brother. How you do today?
Oh, it's it's been a heck of a night in the morning, so but it is what it is anymore. Let me go through this. Wow, we got a full house this morning. Everybody must be up. Roxanne, good to see you. Val, Southwest PA, good to see you. All right, and let's see. Rhonda, good to see you. Who else we got in here? Candy, good to see you. Cynthia, great to see you. Okay, let's see. Who else we got? Well, if I missed you, I'm so Dave and Melissa are probably watching. Good morning to you guys. I got to get back to you, David, about that today. There's a Bigfoot event coming up here in the Mid-Atlantic area and the middle of June, and David and Melissa are going to it, and I've spoken at it and I've vended at it before, but I'm trying to get down there again today because unfortunately my wife's car, Tracy's car, is still up on with the hood up and on blocks. So apparently I'm not as good as a mechanic as I thought I was. Anyways, good morning, Kathleen Michaels. Good to see you. Okay. If I miss anybody, you know, I'm going to hit up a couple names here to begin with, and let's see here. Eric, do you have the social media account X on your platforms?
You're breaking up, brother. What was that?
Do you have the platform X, otherwise known as Twitter, on your social media?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Logging into StreamYard to everybody this morning, I always get these really, really late delayed announcements saying StreamYard is unable to connect to certain accounts. So if anybody's watching on Twitter or X, as they call it nowadays, if you would let me know if we're streaming on there, that'd be great. Mary, good to see you. All righty. Well, Eric, it's something to actually see cryptid creatures out in the wild, in the wilderness, in the forest, in the mountains, and the swamp areas and the valleys, in remote areas. But when you know something's there and you really don't see it unless you really focus your eyes on it, say something that has like a well, I mean, ghillie suits are a perfect example, blending in with your surroundings. Okay. If you have the right surroundings, you will most likely not be able to be seen at least 99% of the time. So, but what happens when you have seen something called the Glimmer Man?
That, yeah.
What do you think the Glimmer Man?
I mean, it's interesting. I was trying to get re-caught up on it because it's been a while since I've heard that actually. So I was trying to get caught up on it, but my interweb ain't working worth the crap right now. So, but yeah, it's if I remember correctly, it's a invisible entity that if you look hard enough, sometimes it glimmers or shines. But it's kind of very similar to that picture you had of the cloaked predator.
Right. Yeah. Now, one thing that I've found out too from doing research on it, see, the Glimmer Man's been spotted where we live, um, by myself and by several people that have seen my videos that I put out where we live, on my Facebook account and all that, and YouTube. Um, it's almost like looking at, like when you're driving down the hot highway, the blacktop is so hot, it's steam, and its steam comes up and it looks like you're looking through like a thin water of wall. That's kind of what I've experienced. The first time somebody reported something like this was back in the 80s, in 1980s. I'm not sure if it was 84 or 85, but a woman in Ohio was hunting with her husband, and she apparently was in the tree stand and she saw this thing. I don't know how she really even saw it because they're so hard to pick out unless you really try to focus. But I guess she was trying to spot for deer and stuff to hunt. And she saw this glimmering silhouette of a figure, but glimmering with like all the colors around it, that like surrounded it, like the leaf color, the tree bark colors, and all that were part of its makeup. And she basically saw it and she videotaped it. And I've been trying to find that video out there, but I haven't been able to find it. But yeah, it looks exactly like the Predator. That's just amazing to me.
Yeah, I mean that is. That's sitting there thinking about that. I was thinking about that video that I was talking about yesterday of that so-called Las Vegas alien deal, in which my opinion on that was it's plausible because there's enough evidence to show that this was a actual video, but you can't really see something. So is that could that be type of a glitter man that we are seeing there? Possibly, but it was more of a blurred out, and it could be. I don't know, man. It's cool. I know the Marine Corps is working on a cloaking mechanism that's very similar to that right there. They were working on that when I was in there, and I mean, it looks just like a Predator suit, So
Right,
could these
exactly.
of this Glimmer Man that people are seeing, could that be a test
Yep.
deal of the military? Possibly.
Yeah.
Could it be alien? Possibly. Could it be supernatural? Possibly. I mean, all those are well within that realm. I mean, because we know for a fact that these are what these things do this. So.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. In fact, the first time I saw the military use that type of a suit, it's a very, very high tech operation where they used fiber optics within it, and it takes pictures of what's in front of you and puts it on you. So basically, you are completely, and they use this technology not only for the soldiers for themselves in uniform, but they use this technology for tanks, airplanes, all kinds of stuff. Even helicopters have been known to have it. Um, but that technology, even having that technology, is kind of a lot more advanced technology than we're used to coming out of the military. So I have to wonder if they did not get that idea from reverse engineering, or maybe they actually caught an alien with this type of suit on, that people call the Glimmer Man. You know?
Yeah. According to from what I was told when I was in, they got the idea from the movie Predator. And now when I was in, the technology was they had mini cams all throughout your body, and they had like little, basically like little display screens. I don't know how to describe it, and they whatever. So if you're looking at me from the front, it's taking a video feed from behind me and displaying it as in front. If you're looking at me from behind, it's taking video feed from my front and showing it behind. So I look like exactly what's behind me, in
Right.
front of me, or behind me. And this is on, I mean, like you said, this is on military equipment and personnel as well. And that was when I was in. I mean, Lord knows how far advanced it's gotten since then. You know, it.
Exactly.
But I mean, from what I was understood, they got there. From what I understand, they got it from the idea of actually that movie Predator, or Predator got it.
Hmm.
Maybe it was Predator got the idea from that. I can't remember. I
Hmm.
can't remember
Well,
exactly.
obviously they've been working on it a very, very long time, and they've
Oh yeah.
perfected it to the point where it's now being incorporated in a lot of covert operations, to say the
Mhm.
least. But I just kind of want. I wonder if it's not if where they got the technology from. If maybe they didn't. I don't know. Didn't capture something, or maybe they were given a certain type of suit to reverse engineer, from an alien race, or did they just stumble upon the figuring out of how to do it on their own, which is a highly unlikely,
Mhm.
um, as far as I'm concerned. We all know who's in charge of the military, so
Oh
um,
yeah. And
but yeah, that just amazes me. And
you get.
I haven't. It's almost like, Eric. They almost have like a thing where they can't. They're not allowed to like interfere with human activity, but they can observe in that
Mhm.
suit, whatever these things are. If they are our own people doing it to us, or if it's an alien race doing it to us, or interdimensional being doing it to us, it's almost like they are told flat out not to interact with humans, because I haven't been heard any reports of anybody being harmed in any way.
No. And it's intriguing. We know for a fact that alien spacecraft have cloaking capabilities. There's plenty of proof. I believe MUFON is one's got probably the most proof on it, if I remember correctly. Which I'm in contact with MUFON right now because I'm trying to get set up with them. I'm trying to get one of them on my show, actually, the local guy on my show. Um, but that we know from several reports that alien ships have cloaking mechanisms. I mean, if you actually look at the cloaking mechanisms on these alien ships, is very similar to that Predators video that you showed, and the military cloaking system that we're working on. So, I mean, your theory that we got it from the aliens, I believe that's pretty dang spot on. I mean, really, I can't dispute that at all. I mean, that's pretty damn accurate, really. Um,
Yeah, I like what Judy said here. Um, Let me put that back up. I've witnessed the shimmer slash glimmer. It looks surreal to me. Yeah, and that's how I felt when I saw it too. It
mhm,
almost like you almost questioned your own vision. Um,
mhm,
and when I saw it, it was at the time when I was filming the tree line of our back of our where we live. Um, and on the other side of the woods is this cattle ranch. Um, and I saw a portal opening up, and I actually videotaped it, and that's what I have on my YouTube channel. And and at first I didn't even notice it. Okay,
Mm.
but I went back and I think it was Dennis Carroll that told me to. Hi, Dennis, if you're out there watching, if you're I think he said he saw it, and I went back and looked back through it, and I actually did see it. And it's just briefly. I mean, it's not like, it's very long, because all they've got to do with that kind of a cloaking device is move 4 feet to the left or the right, and it completely disappears. Because your
Mm-hmm.
eyes are focused on a one section, and your eyes don't have enough time to adjust to look to the left or to the right to discern where it's at. But yeah, I mean, it's just it freaks you out. It really does. You almost, you know, you almost feel like you're being watched by a, I don't know how to say it, like somebody that is like we're somebody's pet. Let's put it that way. That's how I felt.
No, yeah, and yeah, I can't 100% say I've ever seen something like that. I could have swore I have one time in a jungle, wherever I was. I don't remember where I was at, and I chalked it up as to imagination because of the predator. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I told her I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's extremely dangerous. But I can't remember what jungle I
yeah,
was in, so I chalked it up as Paradola. With because having the scenes
right.
of the very first Predator movie in my head when I was in the jungle. I personally can't say that I have definitively seen that because what I seen was like a split second. I mean, it was just really, really quick, really, really weird. Dude, you're being rude.
Yeah, it's like your eyes. It's like they say a certain part of our eyes
Hmm.
have a blind spot in them, and if you can stay within that blind spot of the person's eye, you can go undetected. And they taught me that when I was in the doing some of the stuff in the military, that you stay in somebody's blind spot, they're never going to see you.
Hmm.
Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they know so much from our biology and our makeup and our how our body interacts with things and our senses. Maybe they figured that out too. That they have to do is stay within a certain you know degree of an angle to not be seen at all.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's possibly. I mean that is very possible. Especially for people who don't pay attention to their peripheral vision. I mean, if you're not paying attention, you miss a lot of stuff. That's why in the military, you're hounded. I mean, it's pounded into you hard. Keep an eye on all your surroundings, peripheral vision, and ahead of you, just as well as behind you. I mean, and I nowadays I'm not. I haven't been in the military for a while, and there's days I get lax days of school, and I miss stuff out of the corners of my eyes too, because I'm not on high alert 24/7 like I used to be. But there's times that I catch myself doing it without thinking, and I'm like, and I see shit. So, Bud, you're being a butthead. I know you want to be seen.
I'm just,
Sorry, he's being his normal needy self this morning.
they are needy. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it. They're like children, so like little children.
yeah,
But yeah, Judy
but
says
yeah,
it's 2 state parks that it was seen in.
wow. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's really really cool. I kind of want to see something like that, and at the same time, I kind of don't because I'm like, what's next? Because always going to have that deal in your head because we grew up on the Predator movies. What usually happens when a
Right,
predator's cloaked, you're getting jacked. You
right,
know?
right.
But I mean,
Exactly,
I
exactly.
love the idea. I mean, but I mean, at the same time, there's natural animals have that ability. I mean, I've seen the video firsthand, and DA had it on his show, where Bigfoot was walking. You could see him, and he stopped, and he totally disappeared, and you couldn't see him again until he moved again. Polar bears, same way. I mean, there's so many animals that have natural cloaking capabilities. I mean, look at a copperhead. If you're walking through leaf litter, you're never going to know that copperhead's there unless it moves.
Yeah.
But it gives you a pre-warning where you have a musky smell. So,
Yep, exactly.
huh?
I just said exactly. Yep, you're right.
I mean, could this be a type of their natural cloaking ability to the surroundings? Possibly. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, or is it supernatural? Let's go on the supernatural aspect of it. Could this be a type of demon or a type of spirit that is doing whatever it's doing, and that's its way it's hiding from you? I mean,
I don't. I kind of think.
uh,
I kind of think though, Eric, if it was almost like if we were labeling it demonic, it would be more aggressive and more hatred and anger towards humans, because
mm-hmm,
the demonic and Lucifer, they hate us. Okay, they hate us because we're made in God's image. Okay,
mm-hmm.
they hate us. All right, and God chose us over them, basically. And so I would almost say if it was demonic, it would have to be interacting with people very aggressively,
Mm-hmm.
um almost like some of the Bigfoot encounters you hear and dogman encounters.
Wow, I was reading Judy's deal here. I caught what looks like to be a troll in the grapevine tree line. It was wild. It had a hat and clothes on and couldn't hide in the trees fast enough, but we caught iron live video. Wow. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's
I've
really
done go ahead.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
I've done
absolutely amazing.
I've done a show on trolls, man. There's a lot of interesting stuff about that.
What's amazing to me is here lately, um, within the last 5, maybe 6 years, it seems like the paranormal and supernatural activity has gone from a 1.1 all the way up to an 11 on the volume scale. And
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing how many people are having these kind of encounters. Um, one day we're going to have to put together a show where we have everybody come on for 15 minutes at a time or 10 minutes at a time, and explain, if they want to, what they saw. you know
Yeah.
so
And that's really what my campfire chats is, on Saturdays is for, is that type of stuff. I'll put you on the air if you want to go on the air. If you just want to talk about it in chats, we'll go on chats. That's what I mean. That's what that show was created. It was created by you, the people, and it's your show. So it's there as a safe place to share your encounters. I've had Corey on there. I've had Amber on there. I don't mind bringing people on that show. That's a non-formal show. That's a safe place where we're kind of sitting around like we're around a campfire, just telling our encounters, man. What you guys last week got to see one here. What was it? Last Friday, last week, of crap that happens. I mean, I get crap that happens to me too. I'm not going to dispute somebody, even if I agree with it or not. I
right.
mean, that's your encounter, not mine. Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, fix my
but
camera here.
yeah, I mean these Glimmermans, it's freaking cool. I mean, and the thing is we really don't know enough about them to have a concrete, decision to say this is what it is. I mean, there's stories throughout history of invisible entities messing with people. Could this be the very same thing? Could it be a Glimmerman from history that was doing that? Could this be something new? Could it be supernatural? Could it be alien? Could it be, nowadays you have to throw military in there. It's man, it's a rabbit hole and a half to go down. But I mean, seriously, I mean, look at accounts throughout history where they're talking about invisible entities starting trouble for people, which caused wars, or ransacked people and ran them out of their homes, or this or that. Now,
Right.
there's so many accounts of invisible entities doing that. Back then,
Exactly.
Glimmer Man wasn't known, so could that have been a Glimmer Man back there then? Possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's very possible.
Yeah. I
Could
mean,
it,
they very well could be interdimensional too, though. I mean, because like when I saw it around the portal that I videoed, it literally disappeared. Like it just went into the portal and disappeared. So I don't know if it's some technology that has been reverse engineered that where they can time jump from one location to another.
mm-hmm.
Um, you know, it's a very very like nobody really knows too much about the subject, and it makes you question everything when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's not like seeing Sasquatch or Dog Man or even Lizard Man or anything like that. You know, it's totally different experience. It's it's more of a like Judy said, it's more makes it surreal. Like you can't believe that it's happening. You know that you're
Mm-hmm.
seeing it, and it makes you really question yourself. It really does,
Yeah.
what you saw, and you get afraid to talk about it to people because other people are going to think you're nuts, and they're probably already going to think you're nuts because you think that there's Bigfoot and Dogmen out in the woods. So now you have this imaginary thing that looks like a shimmering, glimmering type of a predator creature or bipedal thing out
Yeah.
there,
I'm back.
and so I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's. I mean, and if this is interdimensional or supernatural, um, could they be like anything else? There's good and there's bad. I mean, you cannot dispute that fact either if they are in that field alone. So,
Oh, Judy, you
it's
have no idea, Judy, how much I agree with you on that right there. That right there is definitely something that I agree with. She almost died a month
yeah,
ago from respiratory failure, and I know because that's I'm fighting that too right now, Judy. I have a very hard time catching my breath, and it's just it is what it is. But you really your time is short, um, and of course we all know the older we get, the faster time goes by. Because when I was younger and a teenager, it seemed like time stood still. So yeah, it goes by so fast when you're older. So
yeah, it does. Um, yeah, Abbott. We was kind of talking about that some a little bit of that stuff earlier, and that's why we had to throw military in with it because of our uniforms and our military equipment. That's why we had to
yeah,
put that in a classification of this as well. But I mean, you're spot on, Abbott. I mean, a lot of that stuff's coming out there. We talked a little bit about how it was in our time when they were working on it. Between um, Williams' time in the military and mine.
yep. I was in the
So
back in the Stone Age, so
yeah, you're back riding Brontosaurus Rexes into battles and using Triceratops as tanks. Ozzy, you're awesome. Thank you so much, sweetheart. You're
Ozzy
such a
Sue,
wonderful
sweetie,
person.
you are really awesome. You are really really awesome, Ozzy. Thank you very much. That means a lot. That
Yeah.
means a lot. Yeah. Getting back to the military thing. You know, it's one thing to be able to change the effects of a person, whether it's a soldier or not in uniform, during battles and stuff. but changing whole objects. Like they're cloaking tanks now, airplanes. And I can't help but think back to the Philadelphia experiment. Okay. With the battleship that they tried to cloak. Okay. They actually sent forward in time, and when it reappeared forward in time, now Billy Carson's messaging me. Sorry, Billy. Anyways, you know who Billy Carson's is, right?
I like Billy Carson.
I love
him on my.
Yeah, he's the Anunnaki expert and the Sumerian script expert there, as far as I'm concerned.
Dude,
yeah,
he's awesome.
He's incredible. Yeah, he is incredible. If anybody ever watches him, gets a chance to watch him, you got to do it. So, anyways, getting back to what I was saying was, the Philadelphia experiment, when that ship reappeared in Norfolk, Virginia, by the naval base there, people said that it was a shimmering type of an effect. And then the ship appeared, and then it shimmered again, and it disappeared. Okay. Now, that shimmering kind of makes me think, well, maybe this being that we're seeing, the bipedal being that we're seeing that we call the Glimmer Man or the Shimmer Man, maybe, just maybe, it is time travel technology.
Yeah. We know the Nazis did it.
Mm-hmm.
We know Nikola Tesla invented it. Good morning, Juno.
Hey, Juno, how you doing, brother? Starflower. Good to see you. Sorry, my eyes are getting really weak.
No worries.
Just comes with the territory. Anyways,
yeah, I mean, Rhonda has a question down here. William, was that when shallots were found more or less melted on the deck? Yes.
Yes, exactly. She meant sailors. She meant sailors.
Yeah.
Yes, there was reported that there was up to 6 individuals that were actually either partially or completely embedded into the metal of the ship.
Yep.
And some of the ones that were partially embedded in the metal were actually still alive, which that is just, that's enough to freak you out right there. More or less the whole ship disappearing and then coming back. So that leads me to think too, though, at that time when they were doing that invisibility cloaking is what they called it. It was almost like the people that were embedded into the metal of the ship, they had to have moved or something. They must have been walking or shifted to the left or the right to get themselves embedded into the ship upon the ship's re-entering, and the molecules of the ship merged with the molecules of the sailors. So maybe, just maybe, this is why the Shimmer or Glimmer Man, or Predator Man, doesn't interact with humans. Maybe it's the same concept. Maybe they just watch from a distance and basically just observe, and then go through a portal in time and report back to their superiors. I don't know. That's just a theory. That's just a theory.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's definite. I mean, I told you not the keyboard. Daggone it! Listen to me. Sorry, baby kitty's being a pain in the butt.
You know what they call those things in China?
She's my little co-rider.
Yeah, they call those little co-riders chicken on a stick in China.
Yeah. They do in Japan too. Not bad eating. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Could they be observing us? Could they be? I mean, that's possible. I mean, in the ship deal, you got to think of one thing, and Star Trek kind of brought this out really good. So here comes the geek in me. You know, I'm going to nerd out for a second. Star Trek brought it out very well with the transporter stuff, and they melded with stuff, with another being or whatever else they were holding. So could that have happened when they did that to the ship? Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at on that. Is I think the technology wasn't good enough, and it when you're broke down molecular, like they were, and brought back together, it didn't know how to piece them or separate them, and it caused them to come together.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you know what it reminds me of? Yeah, it reminds me of the transporter on Star Trek, like you're talking about. That kind of effect.
In or out?
Who?
Him. He's trying to intimidate baby.
Ooh, Snow?
No, the kid.
Oh.
Okay, go.
Yeah, she's trying to walk on my keyboard, so you just take her with you for now. Sorry, guys, my daughter was in here for a second.
That's
hey,
fine.
Ray. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at on that too. But so I mean that was us trying to test it. Now you got these entities. Are they interdimensional? Are they extraterrestrial? Are they supernatural? Yeah, I mean the fact they could be here is observing us, stalking us, or behind the scenes doing something either A, good or B, bad to your life. Yeah, I mean I can't say no to any of that. We can't imagine what this poor souls went through.
I agree with
Stuck in the
Ozzy
water.
Sue here too, because when it comes to just trying to psychologically accept what happened back during the Philadelphia experiment with some of those sailors being embedded into the metal of the ship, that had to have been horrific for everyone that saw it and had been through that. But not too many. There's not too many, veterans out there willing to talk about some of the special access programs that the military does to us. Because for fear of disclosing it to the public, and then the next thing you know, you're unalived from a shotgun wound that with both your hands tied behind a tree. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's you just can't. We're not really supposed to talk about it. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we're not supposed to, but that doesn't mean that I listen. I have a problem with authority and paying attention to it and doing what authority tells me. Probably because they're not the authority we are. I ain't gonna let an underling tell me what to do. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Yeah, I was kind of picking that sentence right there from Judy apart a little bit, along with that shimmer super white alien looking family, 3 of them, and one had a puffy belly like it was 8 months pregnant, and then a Sasquatch appeared that was the most wildest surreal encounter. Huh.
That sounds like where we live. We have all kinds of activity here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, I personally have never had an alien and or supernatural or an orb or Bigfoot all at the same time. Mine's always been separate, but people report seeing that. They really have. I mean, when I've dealt with any kind of that stuff, paranormal, supernatural, mythological, cryptid, folklore, or this bizarre itself, it's always been separate.
That thing started giving away.
What'd you do, babies? What'd you do, babies? There's Jacob.
There's
everybody. I'm checking him out because he had a little fall out there.
Yeah, he started to have fall.
Oh no!
I'm trying to catch him while holding that.
Yeah. You okay?
Poor little dude.
You okay? Is you okay? Yeah, you're okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you can lick Papa's face like that, you okay? Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you're hurt. No, your legs feel good. Your ribs feel okay. Yeah. See, look at that doggy. Look at that doggy. Look at that.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
you're the
there's a
one.
kitty cat. There's a kitty cat in the house. Oh,
You're the
there's a
one that
kitty
didn't
cat
get
in
out
the
when you
house.
mentioned behind you. It's Smokey. She's behind her.
He's fine, honey.
See, you should have went with the others.
He's fine. Say goodbye, Jacob. Say bye-bye.
Bye, Jacob.
Come here, sweetie. It's all right.
Yeah, he seems fine.
He's shaking pretty bad.
Yeah,
He probably had a scare.
yeah. Well, like I said, they're like our babies.
Yeah, this little
They
guy
are.
here, he's my buddy. Me and him's helped each other through a lot of hard stuff in our recent history. What? Well, yeah, you were on there already, dude. You can't be looking me in the face when I'm trying to talk. You got to learn your manners. You know your manners. You got to use them. Pain in the butt. He's my little buddy, though. He gets excited every time I come in here, regardless of if I'm writing on a book or what I'm doing. He's like, "Oh, Daddy's going on the air. I've got to be in there up his butt." Because he's got.
There, Abbott's talking about having. Let me see. Let me put this up here. Know an old ranch family in, I guess that's Central California, seeing cows, tractors, beams used to close up the U.S. military base. Oh, okay, yeah. So they actually saw the tractor beam being used on cattle.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that'd be an interesting
It-
story to hear.
Yeah. It just dawned on me, man. So you know how men in black appear out of nowhere a lot of times, right? Could this glimmer man stuff be them cloaked kind of watching things when they know something's in the area, or they watch your internet, and that's how in the hell these guys appear out of nowhere so quick? I ain't nine.
That's actually
Okay.
a good theory there. That's actually a pretty sound theory because they say and I've tried to get the men in black to come at me, by making threats and all this other stuff. But
Mhm.
I've been followed a couple times, but they've never really, confronted me. I don't know, that 30 days of radiation treatment for the cancer did something to me. I don't have any fear anymore. I guess because I've already died a couple times. So, but yeah, I mean
give a
that's
damn.
a very very sound theory, Eric. As far as and I would probably go with that because the reports of the Men in Black, especially in the black sedans and stuff, and the black vans,
Mhm.
is they appear out of nowhere, and then one minute you see them in your rear view mirror, and they're on your ass of the car, and the next you look in the rear view mirror and they're gone. So yeah, I mean that's a very very sound theory.
Yeah. It just popped in my head about that, and I was like, wait. Huh. Yeah. Wow. That's weird how you had no cell service, Judy, but OnStar worked. Huh.
OnStar's always listening.
Yep. So is these freaking little stupid things like this thing right here that my internet company sent me for free. Me and this thing likes to fight just like me and the cell phone like to fight from time to time.
Oh, I got cameras set up around the house here, pointing out the windows and stuff. And I've noticed every now and then at the one camera, the audio will be turned on automatically. And I go and I click it off, and I'll go back an hour later, and the damn thing will be on again. So yeah, somebody's definitely listening and watching us. So.
Oh yeah. That's why I always tell people if there's something you don't want heard, get away from all electronics.
Yeah, exactly.
I've,
That's
I've,
why
I've,
you see in the movies, you see in the movies a lot of times when they're dealing with listening devices, they always turn the shower on because that white noise from the shower will drown out your conversation. So,
yep. Like I'll take my Fitbit watch off, my cell phone, anything electrical I have on me, I'll throw it in the vehicle and I'll walk about 40, 50 feet away from it if I need to talk to somebody that I don't want people listening in on. I don't give a damn if they listen to me and most of the stuff I say. That's why I don't give a damn if this little listening box is down there. I still ain't figured out everything. I know how to turn it as a Bluetooth speaker. I figured that much out on it. That's about it. Hey, the girl in her gong, how's it going?
Good morning,
but me and
girl in a gong.
technology, as much as I hate it, I use it too. Hey, Camo Dad. So,
Camo Dad's in the house.
Both these stupid things will talk to me, and I don't even say their name, and they'll start talking to me. And that's why I tell it, "Shut up! I ain't talking to you." And it's
we were watching. Yeah, Tracy and I were watching this old guy cooking on a cooking channel yesterday. He was making this Frito pie with like a Mexican taco pie or whatever. But he was asking Alexa for some taco music, and it came out to play some kind of rap artist named Taco. Here's this 60, 70-year-old man standing there trying to make this food, and he's trying to make Southwest food, and he's got rap music playing in the background. It was hilarious. It really was. And he just told Alexa, he goes, Alexis, just shut up.
Hey, Lexus, what is taco salad ingredients? Oh, you're not going to talk to me now? Hello. Okay. Hey, Siri, what is taco salad ingredients? Oh.
Okay, I found this on the web for what is taco salad ingredients.
She does it. Alexis, wake up, you dumbass. Are you not listening to me today? I know you're listening. I see you brightening up. Hello, you stupid computer. Yeah, it's not listening.
Technology is great.
That's what this thing is. Ain't you, Alexis? Ain't that what you wore? I don't remember now. I don't use it a whole lot. The thing aggravates the crap out of me. Hey, Siri, play taco music.
Taco now playing on Apple Music.
No, yeah, I got the volume down. Oh, well. Yeah, it'll do it.
Ask it to play taco music again.
Hey, Alexa, play taco music.
I couldn't find any taco songs. What other music do you want to listen to?
Oh. All right, try
never
Siri.
mind. Go to sleep. Yes.
Canceling.
Siri wanted to, but I got the volume down because otherwise you ring through here.
Oh, okay.
Let me try to.
See?
Putting on the Ritz. That was the taco music it picked.
Oh, yeah. It was funny though. The guy didn't know what to do though. Older gentleman. He's a cook, I guess, and they do a lot. He's like a back in the days of the cowboys and stuff when they used to do the long tracks with the cattle. They had the chuck wagons. Well, he's like a chuck wagon cook. He does all kinds of cool things, and I can't remember what the name of it was, but yeah, he didn't know what to do, so he told Alexa just to shut up. It was hilarious.
I do it all the time, man, because these things will start going off. I ain't talking to you. Shut up.
No wonder AI is going to hate us.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, dude, speaking of that, I know we're going to go off topics for a second, but have you noticed? I want to see if you noticed something I've noticed lately. I am getting crap on every single social media, email, anything I deal with on this stuff doing shows. If it wants AI assistance, for an AI to assist me on my stuff to make either a better program or a better experience. I mean, this is even with my damn email.
Huh.
Has anybody else out there been getting the same crap lately? I'm like, dude, no, I don't want no freaking computer. I don't even like talking to the computer on the phone. I'm always 0, 0. Give me a human. I
Yeah,
hate that.
exactly. Yeah, the AI
started to, Kimberly.
is all over Facebook now too,
Mhm.
and all over Google.
That
So
ain't
I
gonna
mean,
work up here, man.
yeah, we have a real fight on our hands to figure out what's real and what's not anymore.
Yeah, I think you need a mini for that. No, you don't. No, you just need a regular for that.
Yeah.
It should work. Sorry, guys. Go ahead, William. I'm listening, bud. What do you think about
No, I
that?
was just saying that we have to be very careful now with AI being so advanced now that they're going to start really depicting. They're probably going to use AI to make more of a divide in people, even more than the left and the right, and the blue and the red.
Mhm.
They're really gonna use AI to basically destroy us. So
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's
if you
hitting
think
me up
about
on
it,
everything.
AI can. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, though, Eric, AI, and everybody in the chat knows this too, I'm sure. If they want to, they can use AI to ruin a person. Okay, ruin their credit, ruin give them criminal records when they don't have any. That whole genre is out there in the open for AI to take over and make people basically succumb to it. So I don't know. It's ridiculous how far AI's come.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's the thing too is I use AI to generate pictures for like book covers or whatever I need a picture for. A lot of the stuff on my show, opening my show stuff is what I created on an AI program called Discord. Yeah, so that one's be coming in later on today. So we just gotta keep an eye on the mail. Sorry, guys. Jeez,
That's all right.
her birthday is next Saturday, and she's gonna be at her mom's. So I gave her birthday present today. I got her a little GoPro. She wanted a GoPro, so I got her one like I use when I'm out on investigation. You can strap it to your chest and walk around, or you can hook it on your helmet, so you can take it underwater. So I got her that for her birthday, and she's wanting to use it, but I forgot to order the SIM cards to come with it, and it takes these little miniature SIM cards. I'm like, gotta kind of wait till until the mail comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's kind of excited. I can't blame her. But no, yeah, I mean it's controlling everything, and so Eric has both. You won't get bored. What I missed something here. What the good news is when you don't have electric. Oh yeah, I've got. Yeah, I use Discord and I use these. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. And so let me look. A little thing here. AI can be helpful or it can be a demon, and really it depends on A, what you're using it for, and B, who's controlling it. I was watching a deal about a week ago, I think, where they're now creating these servant robots, and we've seen it in all these movies. One um, I am robot or something like that. A lot of these movies you see where they have these humanoid type helping robots, and they're all AI controlled.
Yeah,
I loved it because
robot, yeah.
it's stupid because yes, it tells you we are not here to harm humans. It is coded in our deal. How many times has Hollywood have showed you in movies how that AI crap
Hollywood.
ain't perfect and it grows a mind of its own, and we're going to have Terminator type crap happen before too long. Sorry, maybe I'm a little old fashioned, but no. The idea is great, but the aftermath ain't so great. Hey, just so you know, I work at a clinic and just had a training seminar in the dangers of AI and malware. The very first example that talked about was the Bluetooth that connects the two cars. Yeah, I mean that's why I can't do them automated cars that drive on their own. No, God no, and especially with they got 18-wheelers doing that crap too. No, thank you. I am sorry.
See, my computer needs
All it
reading
takes
glasses.
all it takes is that one thing to mess up and you're dead. No, I'm
Yeah.
not going to do it. Oh man, the comments are flying now. I got caught. Come on, you stupid mouse, work for me. Oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do. AI always makes me think of Terminator Sky. Exactly. Well, they actually have Skynet now too. The girl, Elon Musk, was it? I think it was created Skynet.
Yeah.
We've told you on this show and on my show several times. You want to know what's going to happen next? Watch Hollywood movies, folks, because everything that Hollywood puts out ends up freaking happening.
I still think, that Elon Musk isn't human. He's either an alien
Dude,
or alien hybrid or a robot.
I'm on the fence with that guy. He does things. I'm like, all right, he's on our side. Then he does things. I'm like, man, you're an idiot. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I use cruise control. The girl, I like the cruise control ain't AI. I use it, but I'm still quite aware of what's going on. I'm not like a lot of people in going, oh, I got on cruise control. I can go do because you almost happened what happened to me the other day, and I almost got killed at work because somebody. Yeah, I dodge people every day at work at my job because people are on their damn phones because, hey, I got cruise control, or hey, I need to answer this text, or hey, I need to send this out. Literally, I was 2 feet away from being creamed, and you guys never seen me again the other day because people rely too much on crap and don't pay attention. So, I mean, you cruise control is good. You just got to pay attention. You're still in control of that vehicle, regardless of that foot pedal's doing the acceleration for you or not. And that's what people forget.
Yeah. Yeah. People are, I don't know who's more gullible. Are we gullible enough to believe that AI is going to be this saving grace for humanity? Or are the scientists and stuff and inventors that invented it the more delusional person in the scenario, if you know what I mean? Because you're dealing with the AI technology, which it could be even along the same lines as the Glimmer Man technology or the Shimmer Man, the Predator. I mean, it's amazing. The two could almost be conjoined twins, to tell you the truth. Can you imagine if the Glimmer Man and the Men in Black were created by AI thousands of years ago? And you know how our history is built on top of other civilizations, on top of civilizations. They talk about the Tartara, world and all that being exposed in the Eastern Europe area of Russia and all that. I mean, it's almost like every time mankind has a setback and starts, it's like a reset. They always start over again, okay, from ground one, and they build on top of the ruins of the past civilization. And what if one of those past civilizations were even more technology advanced than we are, and invented AI back then, and AI has been running the whole show for us for the last 6,000 years.
Yeah. That's a scary thought, bro.
Yeah, I mean, think about it though. I mean, it would kind of almost make sense.
There's enough proof to show you that the ancients had stone computers. I mean, if you actually look at how some of these stone carvings are, they're actually freaking computers.
Yeah.
It uses the natural energy of the earth. So, I
Yep,
mean, I
exactly.
can't dispute what you're saying. I mean, it's definitely in that plausible category. Absolutely.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting
Mhm.
to try and figure out the connection there, because you know as well as I do from talk watching Mud Fossil University and all that, and hearing him talk, and then finding out the things on our own that we found out, which I still have that tongue here, the tongue that was cut off.
Yep.
Here, let me show you. See how smooth that is, but look at how rough the rest of it is, like a tongue. That almost looks
Mhm.
like a tongue was cut off, of something. So,
Yep. And part of that could have been polished from years of floating water flow and being drugged down creek beds, river beds. I mean, so I mean, the part that was polished could have been rough, just like the rest of it at one point in time.
yeah, I think it's where it got cut with either a laser or a knife. I really do.
Yeah, I mean that too.
It's
Oh yeah.
very smooth here, but very rough on the other areas. Like a tongue would be. So, and
Mm-hmm.
it's even shaped like a tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's a big thing. I mean, it almost takes up my whole hand. So,
Judging by that scale, that'd have to come from something roughly, I'd say 10, 15 footish range.
yeah, that's
Judging
what I
by the
was
size
thinking.
of your hand.
Yeah, yeah. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's all kinds of things that people are finding out from the past, that, the past civilizations that we're building on top of were absolutely, positively some of them were more advanced than we are. So I don't know. It's very, very odd how that always happens. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe, just maybe, the Glimmer Man is a part of um, deployed by AI from the past. I mean, think about all the black pyramids that are buried in the ground. Why
Mm-hmm.
do they pick a black pyramid? Okay. Well, black is an absorbing color. It absorbs heat and it absorbs light. Okay. So
Yep.
I don't know. It kind of makes sense though.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the men
It,
in
it, it
black
does.
being like then you have the men in black being like the time cops, coming in and telling people to either, don't talk about it or whatnot, and and threatening them, you know. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
cryptid
Yeah,
hunters,
and that's why I'm always preaching, learn your history, learn your true history. And when you're researching something, we'll just take Bigfoot. Learn the true history behind that too, because I guarantee you that goes back a hell of a lot further than you look at the epics of Gilgamesh. I mean, you're looking at a Bigfoot being created in that epic right there.
right?
Oh, was it Inky or Indu?
Yeah,
I can't remember his name now. Gilgamesh's friend. I forgot the name off the top of my
Enkidu,
head. You listen how he's
Enkidu.
described, he's a Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Enkidu. Look at his description. That's a Bigfoot. So I mean, you got descriptions of Bigfoot all the way back to ancient Samaria. Look at your Native Americans, Shiatonka, the elder big brother, the first beings.
hmm
They were here before we were. It's all in your history. I mean, and all this stuff is. And there's plenty of evidence that shows you that our ancestors had modern technology, probably even I would dare to say advanced technology compared to what we have now. Could that have been from the Anunnaki? Could that have been from they were a higher level of being than we are now? All that's in there. I
hmm
mean, all that is very possible, and the text will show you that is what it is. Lost City, Atlantis, folks. Just
right, exactly.
there's a prime example right there.
Yeah, I mean, Atlantis. Let's even discuss that, because what if Atlantis was definitely, well, they were definitely an advanced race of beings.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
what if their advanced race was run by AI? What if they were
Yeah.
the ones that originally incorporated AI into this world? And maybe
Okay.
we just haven't realized that AI is controlling everything now. It controls
Mhm.
the sun, the moon, um, the gravitational fields, the magnetic fields, the ley lines, all that could be
Mhm.
manipulated through AI. And,
Mhm.
if you're giving AI 10,000, 100,000 years to advance itself, you're talking about something that is more, well, I mean, you might as well just say that it could almost be godlike in that manner.
Yeah.
It would have so much knowledge about the creation and about, what has happened to mankind over the course of thousands of years. Um, it would be incredible. I mean, AI would be able to hide within the shadows from the past, and mankind would be unaware that it's controlling what we see and the weather and all this. I mean, it's a theory. It really is. It makes you think about it at least.
I did a show a little while back on ley lines. Now, a lot of people think ley lines is just one thing. Ley line is what you're envisioning from one destination to another. The interesting thing about ley lines, a lot of ley lines fall on the natural energy field of the earth. What is on those natural energy fields of the earth? You got obelisks, you got pyramids, you got ancient stone computer stuff, you got Stonegate or Stonehenge, Stonegate. I mean, you got all this stuff that lays on these natural power points of the earth. So the fact that this is all tied together using the natural energy of the earth to
Hmm.
create this stuff,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, absolutely, that is well in that realm of possibility. And I'm starting to fall on the lines of Atlantis being Anunnaki, an Anunnaki civilization that was hidden from us because either A, they got too powerful and it caused a lot of trouble, or B, we got so damn stupid they was like, yeah, we're going to hide for a little bit. One of the two.
Well, what would happen? What would have happened if, say, the Anunnaki were actually part cyborg, part
Yeah.
machine, and they were
Um,
instructed by AI what to do.
I man, that's an interesting deal. I wouldn't say the Anunnaki themselves are. Now, I wouldn't now no, I wouldn't go as far to say that they didn't create something that was to take their place because there's a lot of historical evidence. Will tell you the Anunnaki came from a planet. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it circles the sun every
Nibiru.
3,600 years. Yes. So I would say the actual Anunnaki themselves are probably are true alien life form, but they probably created a cyborg type that we misinterpreted as Anunnaki because it says in the Bible, well, we created man in our image, in the image of the gods. Could that, but we would be looking for when you talking about this cyborg and Anunnaki? They could have very well created something that
Right.
looked like them to help run things while they're not here. So
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I
Exactly.
mean, I can't say you're wrong and I'm right, and I can't say I'm right and you're right and I'm wrong. I
Well,
can't. I
well,
mean,
well,
either one of those is a very good
yeah,
possibility.
yeah. I mean, it really is. And then you throw, like you said, the Men in Black into it. Maybe they're kind of like
Mhm.
the cops of the whole paranormal supernatural thing with AI. You know,
I think they are.
um, maybe they are. Maybe they're like the guys that the AI sends in to basically, hush people up from talking about
Mhm.
it. So
Oh yeah. You know, eh, or they're trying to keep us dumbified to what's going on. That's why we do the shows that we do, and the other people, and like Jessica, Da, Robbie, and all them. We all do these shows for a reason to get the information out there to you and let you come up with your own hypothesis, your own theory, We're telling you what we see when we investigate this stuff, but it's up to
Yep.
you to come up with your own conclusion, your own theory, your own hypothesis, your own opinion. And I guess just maybe they're there to shut us up to keep us from doing that because they don't want us to know the truth. The truth is that everything we're taught in religion, everything we're taught in history is bullcrap.
Exactly. I'm trying to find a picture of something that I took a picture of. I'm not sure if I uploaded it, so give me a second. I'm going to kind of flip through some pictures real quick and see if I can find what I'm looking for. There's one of them right there.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about advanced beings and stuff. All these types of pyramids are all built basically the same, and they're all built on the same method as the pyramids in Egypt. They're all built as some kind of, and then we talk about the black pyramids that are underground. But yeah, even the idols that they were worshiping, the Mayan and the Balinese, even look similar. So I mean, I just can't help. And then you think about, well, the Romans had plumbing; they had indoor plumbing. If they were not advanced, why did they have indoor plumbing?
Why do they have
Who would
electricity?
think of that? Exactly. So, it's like there's so much that we don't know. That's amazing that we don't know about the past. I really do believe that it was a civilization in the past that created AI, and I do kind of believe that AI has always been there manipulating mankind, just tweaking it here and there, just the slightest little tweak here and there, and manipulating mankind to either, make war or, make peace, help the planet, not help the planet. You know what I mean? It's just little tweaks here and there that might have been done throughout history from AI. So that's just a theory, but
Yeah, I mean, you also got to think one thing too. Hindu, when it traveled around the world, teaching humans how to build architecture. There's a prime example right there in that picture you showed of why so many pyramids look the same, because it's all tied back to Hindu, who traveled the world to teach humans architecture, and he used the portals. I did a show on the Bermuda Triangle, talked about there's 12 triangles, and they're all used to teleport around the world, and they're all located in these places that you have pyramids.
Right. Now, have you heard about the stuff that has been happening on Beauvais Island in the Atlantic, the Southern Atlantic? Apparently, there was black masses that were seen, which on this one site that basically maps all the wave activity for basically like tsunamis and stuff. It showed 80 foot to 100 foot plus waves in this black mass that was like an arrowhead shape that appeared. And it's at a point in the world where there's an island called Beauvais Island, Bovet Island. And there's some weird, freaky crap going on that island. I'll tell you that right now. There is tunnels that have been seen through Google Earth. It's under some government's control, whether it's a past in ancient history government that's in control of it, like race maybe that is more advanced than we are. But yeah, it's really it's been an interesting research that I've done on that, and the one guy actually puts it out. It's minutes to horror is the one. He puts out like 8-10 minute videos on it, and he updates people on it, and it's just been acting very strange lately.
Mhm.
And it does look like it might be under some kind of advanced control. So whoever is controlling the island has the ability to control the weather and the oceans.
Mhm.
So, at first there was rumors of it being the big black mass being the Kraken, or something along that lines. But no, it's worse than that. It's actually some kind of advanced. Now, whether it's AI or not that's doing it, it very well could be. It could be running on auto,
Mhm.
and maybe nobody's just not unplugged it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
maybe that's what it's there for, is to reset the planet every 3,600 years for the
Yeah.
Anunnaki.
And there's things you got to think about too when it comes to this AI stuff. It can start out as something very good, very, very pure, very helpful. But there's one common theme that goes throughout a lot of theories, and that's the ghost in the machine. You very well could get a demon that gets into that AI, and then you have what we call terminators, or all this other stuff. I am robot or whatever it is. You know, that turns these good things into evil things. I mean, it's a common theme throughout Hollywood talking about it, and then it's you hear other encounters that's not even dealing with Hollywood of the ghost in the machine. Could it be a ghost within the AI that turns it into what it's doing and causing it to wreak havoc on our planet?
Right.
Possibly.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that AI system that you're talking about, could it have a ghost in the machine which is causing it to do that?
Yeah. Hey, I want to tell something to Griff. Griff, my
Hmm.
friend, what you want to do, if you've got a lot of lower back pain, what you want to do, and also, if you give me your email, I'll send you the information. Just send it to lakotaman333@gmail.com. Okay. That's lakotaman333@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat too. But for lower back pain, especially for sleeping at night, what you want to do, and this is going to sound weird, okay? I know everybody's going to think I'm nuts. Well, everybody already does anyway, so because of the topics we talk about. But anyways,
Hmm.
what you want to do is you want to get 2 heaping tablespoons of catnip, okay? Put it in a coffee filter, okay? Tie the coffee filter off with string or whatever you have, or even like a clean garbage bag tie, something to seal it up so the grains of it doesn't go out into the hot water. Take that 2 heaping tablespoons of catnip and put it in about 8 ounces of hot boiling water, like a coffee, okay, like you're making a regular tea, and just let it soak it up for about 5 minutes, okay, and then squeeze it out with a spoon, okay, and then you can add honey to it or whatever you want to sweeten it a little bit, but it should be sweet enough. And that is the best muscle relaxant and best way to get sleep at night. Okay, you do it before bed, you'll have the best night's sleep you ever had, because catnip does exactly the opposite to humans as what it does to cats. It makes us relaxed, it makes us lethargic, and it makes us very, very sleepy. Okay. So that will actually help your lower back. Trust me on that one. And that's just a bit of advice if you want some help on that. Okay, Griff? Just so you know. Okay. And catnip should interfere with and I'm not a medical doctor, but you can check online to see if that kind of a reaction would hurt, like if you're on heart medications or blood pressure medications. You know how they say stay away from garlic when you're on blood pressure medication because it can make your blood pressure even lower. Hell, I've had mine as low as 50. So, it's it is what it is, but you know what? It will work. It definitely will work.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get that herbal book in, that Lost Herbal Remedies book in, because I'm really interested in how good that thing works.
Catnip's been around for a long time, and
Catnip's off.
we used to in the old days. We used to mix it with yarrow and oh, what else was it? Bearberry, and it would make like a kind of like an antioxidant. It would clean out our system, and it would take the impurities out of us.
Do that. I need that little concoction.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, you got one?
That'll definitely help. Yeah, that'll definitely help.
Go ahead, sorry.
No,
I didn't know you had one, Roxanne. That's cool.
Yeah. Anyways,
Cat's
let's
claw.
see. Yeah, cat's claw. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's I mean, all this
Your
stuff.
gong knows.
Yeah. So is cat's claw the girl in her gong? Is cat's claw what we call catnip, or is catnip different?
Catnip's different, actually.
Is it?
Cat's claw is a plant that's a lot of people think it's a weed, and they'll mow over it when they mow their yards, especially in the southwest areas of like Nevada and parts of California and all that. Cat's claw is very, very prominent in a high heat type with moisture atmosphere, like she's talking about Peru. Peru's the perfect place for cat claw to grow, but you can find it. I mean, if you're really good at herbology, you can find it pretty much everywhere in the world, if you know what to look for. So I'll put together some things and do a short video on that too, and release it too sometime this coming week, about certain herbs and stuff. So, and what to look for in the plants. So,
yeah. No, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to that stuff myself, and I'm always learning new stuff. And sadly, my memory's not as good as it used to. So if I ain't got something to go back to reference to, I forget. That's why when I seen that book, that's why I got this other herbal medicine book here that I like a lot, and this Lost Herbal Remedies. Hey Don, how's it going, buddy? That's why I got it, because I'm not going to preach something if I'm not going to practice it myself. So
right.
For muscles, I used an infused oil, olive oil, and turmeric, and it works. You just rub it on there, Roxanne.
Yeah, if you add, believe it or not, if you add sweetgrass to that, you'll have a very, very good deep muscle rub. And you can even add like eucalyptus to it and all that too, if you wanted to. Yeah, definitely not taken for, hey Don, good to see you, brother. It's definitely not taken internally though, because you don't know what's going to happen. So
Yeah, I'm loving that stuff. I'm trying to get back into it too, and I'm trying to get us away from chemotherapy that the pharma industry and in mainstream media and the people on the hills trying to get us into, because chemotherapy seems to be changing and altering us all the time, and it doesn't actually treat the problem; it hides the problem and creates other problems.
right.
Oh, thanks, Don.
Yeah, The cat's claw is exactly what she says it is right here. It's viral infections and stuff too. They native people used the cat's claw for when when a lot of the European descendants came here in the early days. Native people were very susceptible to the diseases, okay, that they were bringing to them from Europe, okay, and Eastern Asia. And a lot of Native Americans started dying of inflammation. And cat's claw was actually given to the people to help them heal. And majority of them lived. There was still a good few that passed away, but that was because their immune systems were so weak from being, in that type of a situation, in a disease that wasn't prevalent in this world before the white man came here. So,
yeah, I'm trying to, and I agree with what Jessica said. That's what I'm trying to do myself, because honestly, I was never fluffy until I got on all these damn meds that that the VA put me on, and that's when I gained all this weight, and I can't lose it. I'll start to lose it, then all of a sudden it comes back with a vengeance. No matter what I do or try, I can work. I've worked out for a year straight and still didn't have any change. So that's why I was like, I need to get some really good detoxants and cleansers, and I need to get off this stuff. So I've actually narrowed myself down to only 4 that I'm on now, and I'm slowly weeding that stuff out. But like I can't take painkillers. Painkillers make me sick to my stomach, and they don't work. Now, if I chase it with wild turkey, they work. But just them themselves, they don't work. I've done it. I've got my butt chewed a time or two because I got tired of being in so much pain that I was wanting to eat a bullet, that I chased it with wild turkey, and I felt good after that. I was on cloud 9.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got to be careful when it comes to alcohol and medication. That's for sure. I wouldn't endorse that on anybody, to tell you the truth.
No. Like Rocosets, hydros, oxys, and stuff like that, they don't work. They make me that my body doesn't do good with chemotherapy stuff. That's why I'm going back to the natural way of things. Like I need to get my butt down after here in a little bit, go down to the local bee place to get my honey for my allergies, so I can get off these damn allergy meds I'm on, because I haven't had the money for natural honey. Don't go to the store and buy honey, folks. That's synthetic honey. It will not work. Find a local bee harvester, and whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called.
Yep.
You want your local.
Yeah, we've got that in our area too.
Yeah. And I tell you, a teaspoon a day of local honey, pure local honey, will do more for you than any kind of chemotherapy they give you out there. Yeah, I started working myself off of them, Judy. Because I have a lot of bad things. One of them, weight gain. Every single one of the meds I was on was weight gain. I'm down to 4 now, and I've got to learn the herbal side of the 4 that I'm on now to help me get off of those as well. But even with my mental, my chronic depression and manic anger, I've learned natural ways of controlling that. A big thing on that comes to that stuff is your mental strength. You have to choose. You choose to act that way or not. It's not done. It's not automatically done. You choose to be that way. So you have to learn to choose to not be that way.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome, Judy, about that with the catnip. That Griff, that will work. You'll have the best night's sleep you ever had. So.
Yeah. I love garlic. Oh, Roxanne, I love garlic. I have garlic on just about everything. I love garlic. And garlic is a good bloodborne, that the whole theory behind vampires don't like garlic actually comes from things like ticks and fleas and leeches. You eat a lot of garlic, you have that in your system. You have very little to none of that bothering you because they don't like the garlic in the blood. That is one reason why I have it. But it also is good for your heart and your blood too.
Yeah, it's good for your blood pressure too, but you have to be kind of careful if you're on blood pressure medication. like valsartan or losartan.
Mhm.
You shouldn't really take take the pill form at least of the garlic with
Mm.
that, unless you're very, very careful on monitoring your heart, um, your blood pressure. If you have one of those blood pressure cuffs, and you can check it before and after, sometime in that time frame of taking the garlic, to see if it's working or not, for blood
Mhm.
pressure and all that, and for heart problems. But yeah, catnip is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And whenever I get sick, I'll take catnip and I'll mix it with thyme. Okay, because thyme, a lot of people don't realize that cooking herb thyme is a very good natural antibiotic. Okay. Oregano is another natural antibiotic. Okay. Oregano, you put a couple pinches of that in a water that you're feeding to your livestock, whether it's chickens or stuff or turkeys, with the bird flu and all that rampant right now. That natural antibiotic put in the water, oregano, um, um, basically thyme, all that stuff. You put some pinches of that in with the water. Need like poultry birds and stuff, and they drink it and they won't get sick. They won't get the bird flu. It's a complete natural antibiotic. So that's what I
Yeah.
use too. And I've even mixed the the after I let it purge itself, overnight, soaking it. I'll take that almost kind of a tea form, and I'll mix it with some Vaseline or something along that lines, and Im- immerse it into like a lotion. Okay, and if like say you have arthritis real bad in your hands, it's good for arthritis. You can rub it in the palm of your hand, and on your fingers, you know. And it's also good to have too because it'll help fight those acne problems and stuff like that because it's an antibiotic, and an anti-inflammatory. So just a lot of stuff. Yeah, thyme, oregano. Yep.
Yeah. I used to be on blood pressure meds until I started taking garlic. I took myself off the blood pressure meds because it was making me weird. Then I went to straight garlic,
Hmm.
and now my blood pressure's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
changed
And
quite a bit. The doc,
it's
mm,
not going to happen overnight. That's for sure.
no,
But yeah,
mm-mm.
it'll work. I mean, but it's just safer to not combine the two with, say,
Yeah,
valsartan or losartan. So
yeah. That's why me. I just one day I mean, because I used to have a freaking mess of cabinet full of all these damn medicines WA had me on. I mean, literally, I had my own pharmacy of meds. I mean, I was taking a couple handful of meds a day, a couple times a day. And I was like, man, I'm tired of this crap. And I started doing natural stuff. And the more I learn for each element I have on the natural thing, that's one less med I got to take for it. And that's what I've been kind of doing.
mhm. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got to take care of ourselves, everybody. So, we can't
Mhm.
expect AI to do it. AI is just going to
No.
basically wipe
God,
us off the planet completely. So,
no.
at least that's what I think. If it hasn't already, I mean, we all see the way things are going. You know, we
Hmm.
all see the paranormal activity ramping up. We all see the supernatural activity ramping up. Cryptid activities ramping up big time. Just all kinds of weird just happening. Okay. So first and foremost, we got to stick together as a family, the Weirdo Warrior family. Um,
Hmm.
you know, we're growing strong. I'm gonna put my email in the chat and get ready to close this out. But anyways, thank everybody for the chat today. And thank you, Ozzy Sue, again for that wonderful gift. That definitely helps. As you can see, my camera still, I don't know. I'd hate that camera. That camera just keeps on falling over. I'm gonna have to sit like this. But I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys are fantastic. Love you guys a lot.
Yes.
You know, if you can, please share this out, like it, and subscribe. I don't know how many people have liked it so far, but if you could like it, that'd be great. That helps with the algorithm. And then Eric and I have stores on Bonfire. We have Into the Red Rabbit Hole Bonfire store. And then we have the Bizarre and Unknown Bonfire store, where you can get some cool T-shirts and mugs and all kinds of stuff. Okay, guys? And it's not really that expensive. We don't make a lot of money off of it. We make probably $6 a T-shirt, or something like that. But it's those things that help, though. That little $6 will help. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you very much.
Yes, and I'm actually looking at new merch stores. If I could find one that puts out a better product, I'll probably end up changing mine. But for now, I'm on Bonfire. But I've been researching other merch stores to provide a better product for you. I mean, that's
Right.
the thing. When you guys buy something with my logo, my stuff on it, I want the best that you guys can have. So I'm in the process of researching this stuff right now to help you guys out, because I don't have merch for me. I have it for you.
You ain't gonna like this. I just got an email from past President Trump saying that they want him unalived and while in jail. So
Yep.
I don't know.
He's going to be Epstein.
Kind of.
They're wanting Epstein.
Yeah.
And so
okay.
Those guys that don't know, yesterday I done a new show. It's called Current Events with the Bizarre and the Unknown. That will be on Rumble. I'm going to have to do that completely on Rumble. Sadly, I've not been able to get any. I'm on a new platform now. I'm not on StreamYard now. I'm on a different one called Talk Studio, which the first airing will be today on that. But I'll have to, if you guys come to my show tonight, I'll have my Rumble in there. That show there, the current events with the Bizarre and the Unknown, will be on solely on Rumble. And we're gonna, because I can talk.
I'm actually going to be. Yeah, exactly, and I'll be joining you on that. I think, at least for the first couple times. So
yeah, I'll figure out how to get you on there. I'm still playing with Rumble Live. I have to go. Starfire, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to be working on that this weekend. I may, even though I did a show Friday, I may try to do another one this weekend, playing with Rumble, trying to get everything figured out. But the truth needs to get out there, folks, and we're not going to be able to do it on YouTube. But you're awesome, you guys.
Very
I
true.
love this weirdo warrior family. Y'all are amazing.
Well, they
people.
are family, They are completely family, and it's just it means a lot, And we really do is we try to bring up the conversations on things that we should be able to, as human beings, and as citizens, we should question, and that's just what we do. It's our nature. We need to start questioning everything that's happening around us. We need to examine things a little bit more closer, and even do our own research. And from a lot of the research that I've done, there's some stuff happening today that is not normal. It's not supposed to happen. So,
yeah. So we're going to be getting out, we're going to be creating some other stuff and on some platforms that's better suited to you guys. So be prepared to copy some of these other platforms we're going to be on. because we're going to be able to do a lot better show than we could do right now because we'll have more freedom. And
Yeah.
this is all for you guys. This, what we do, what William and I put out, is not for us, y'all. This is for you. So I want to get on things to help put a better informational program out for you. And and I'm so blessed to have this man next to me to be able to go down this journal with me. It's the Bizarre and the Unknown, girl Nagong. If you go to Rumble and look up the Bizarre and the Unknown, and you'll see that logo right there. You'll find me on Rumble.
And with mine, it's just Nighthawk's High Strangeness on Rumble, and you'll find it there too. I have short. The one thing I don't like about Rumble is I haven't been able to upload anything more than like a 5-minute video. And I,
That's
yeah, I don't know why it won't let me upload like some of these shows that we do here.
Every
I
single one of mine's
to,
on there. Every single one of mine's on there, and it's 2 hours plus. I got all different time ranges. I don't know. Let me look into it, brother, and I'll get back with you to see if I can help you on that. Because like I said, I can upload every single one of my shows. I download it from YouTube and put it on Rumble. And even my live, I can do 2 hours plus on Rumble. So let me look into it. I'm not a technology person. Me and technology, I know I can shoot it with a 12 gauge and I feel pretty good about it. I'm still struggling and learning how to do a lot of this stuff. But let me figure it out, see if I can't help you on that, because you should be able to, because I could do it.
Well, everybody, thank you very, very, very much for being here today and helping us with this conversation. If anybody has any suggestions on what they want to have a topic about, email me. My email's in the chat, lakotaman333@gmail.com. And, if you have something interesting you thought would be a good subject matter, that's fine. We'll bring it up. Okay. And we'll talk about it. All right. Everybody, we love you. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your Saturday. And question everything. Okay. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Okay. Take care,
Peace, love, and
everybody.
blessings, everybody.